Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gabi, if you didn't know. Now you know. I did in fact wake up just like this. So we're just gonna sit down, be cozy, Cloud's here too, and we're just gonna be doing a questions I've avoided Q&A. So I don't think there's anything I've avoided, honestly. I'm like an open book. There's nothing I'm ashamed of that I try to hide from the internet at all. Very proud of the person I am, the decisions I make, and I have no problem sharing that with you. So today I just went through and picked some questions that I feel like I just never answered or haven't answered yet, or haven't like given an in-depth answer. So we're gonna go through and answer those today. Just a nice, cozy, chill, chit-chatty video. I got my iced pumpkin spice latte right here because it's pumpkin spice season. Well, is it actually? Like, are they just doing us a favor because 2020 was absolutely ridiculous and they're like, listen, we know you could use this right now, here's our fall flavors? Or is this when they always come out? I feel like this is really early. So I asked on my Instagram to ask me some questions that you feel like I've avoided, and yeah, so make sure you're following me on Instagram so you can participate the next time, but here goes nothing. When it comes to being in a relationship again, what are you most scared of? So I feel like the very cliche answer is obviously like heartbreak, but I'm honestly like not that scared of that. I feel like I'm gonna be a lot more hesitant at the beginning of the relationship to truly like make sure I fully trust them, know them, understand them, all of that before even getting into a relationship. But honestly, the thing that I'm most scared about is losing myself. It happened really bad in my past relationship. I was not my own identity anymore at all. I never hung out with friends. I didn't even really have my own group of friends. And that's something I'm really excited about. I want to date someone that has a completely separate life, isn't in cheerleading, has their own friends, their own life, their own everything. Me and like we're in the same friend group, so our whole lives just kind of like meshed. Our jobs were pretty much the same, like everything was just as one. And because of that, I feel like I was not my own person at all. I didn't have, like, I literally just didn't have my own fun. I didn't hang out with my friends. I didn't do anything to like enjoy myself and put my own happiness first. And that's something that I do not want to happen anymore. I've had so much fun being single, hanging out with friends all the time, going to little like get-togethers, and just like, people are like, oh my God, like please can you do this more? And I'm like, yeah, I enjoy this. This is fun. I just don't know why I never did it before. So very long answer, but basically I'm most scared of that. I don't want to lose myself anymore. I want to be my own person. And next question, what was the real reason for the breakup? So I made a whole video on pretty much the whole reason, but I feel like people still don't really like understand it, slash I've also had more time to process it. So honestly, we just grew apart. We fell out of love. We were together since I was 17. We were just very young when the relationship started. We were like so in love at the beginning, and I feel like as we got older, things just changed. We grew out of that. We didn't know how to go back to the way it used to be, and there's nothing else. There's truly no beef at all. Nothing bad happened. Neither one of us did anything to hurt the other person. We honestly, just the last couple months of our relationship, if not almost the last year of our relationship, we were honestly more like best friends and roommates than we were even in a relationship, which isn't fun. Like, we were just in it for the comfort of it. Neither one of us were going out of our way to like win the other one over anymore or feel like we had to like fight for the other person. We were just so comfortable and just like boring in a relationship, honestly. As much as it sucks to feel like you just kind of like fell out of love, it made for a really mature, clean breakup. Like, we are great friends. We will both go to the other person if we ever need anything at all. And because of that, we can also just hang out. We have the same friend groups. You know the TikTok that's like, when you and your ex are in the same friend group and it's like the I'm stuck with you, you know, that I mean, that's how we are, but it's great because the breakup was fine. So it's not like anything is really weird. The reason was that we fell out of love. So it's not like there's those feelings or emotions when we see each other. Honestly, I feel like, you know, when you first get out of a breakup, and especially like the first time we broke up, when you see your ex, you still just think about the future. But I feel like now we're at a point where when we see each other, we just think of all the great times we had in the past, but we know that like we don't necessarily see a future with each other, so it's not weird at all. Does that make sense? I don't know. Next question. Does Lake still get to come over and see Cloud? Yes, I've seen this question a lot. So actually, like when we first broke up, we wanted to completely share Cloud, and we were both completely fine with that. I wanted him to stay in the apartment just because that's where he's comfortable, and I live alone, so it makes more sense that he would be with me. But I still wanted Lake to see Cloud like weekly, all the time, seriously whenever he wanted. But from Lake's point of view, I understand that it's hard because Cloud was also completely his dog. So when he gets the dog, even just for a little bit of time, it kind of makes him sad. It makes him think about everything. So technically Cloud is like just mine now. But if I have a really long day at the gym or if I'm going out of town, whatever the case is, Lake will come over and watch him. He'll take him for a walk. So it's been great. He helps out a lot. How did you guys decide who got to stay in the apartment? This, I feel like we didn't even like have to discuss it. We just kind of knew. Honestly, majority of the furniture and everything in the apartment was mine, and I was just in a better position to financially be able to afford the apartment on my own. And Lake enjoys living with roommates more than I do. I would prefer to live alone than to move in somewhere else. So it wasn't, again, that wasn't something that we didn't even have to discuss. We just kind of knew. So there was no beef, there was no like arguments or anything with that. He just obviously took everything like this. The second bedroom was pretty much his office and his studio, and it was like all his stuff. So he took pretty much everything of that, and then the rest was mine. And that was that. There was no issues with anything. Have you got with any guys since your relationship ended? No. I mean, I went on a date and I've been like talking to a few people, but first of all, I am not one for hookup culture at all. I think that's nasty. I don't trust anyone that easily. That don't get near me if I don't know you. So the answer is no. I'm obviously on dating apps, well, only Hinge. I've talked to a few people. I went on one date still. I was supposed to go on a couple more, but those didn't work out. So no, haven't gotten with any guys. These next two questions kind of go hand in hand. So it's, are you saving yourself until marriage, and is your family religious? So technically my family is Catholic. Me and my sister both got our first communion. We used to go to Sunday school up until we got our first communion, and then we didn't have to go anymore. But honestly, since then, I've probably been to church like twice, and that was for like a baptism and maybe like another baptism. It's not, my family's not super religious at all. If like, I wouldn't even know if we'd consider ourselves religious. Like, it's not that I don't believe in God, but I don't practice it on the daily at all. So with that one, because we're not super religious and a lot of our beliefs don't fall within that religion, saving ourselves until marriage isn't something that we value or something that's like super important to us. So no, and I guess like kind of. Have you ever questioned your sexuality? Honestly, no. Since I was very young, my dad was a baseball coach, and I remember being the age of like 6 and drooling over the high school baseball players. So I have been in love with boys my entire life. I was not afraid to show it or say it or any of that. I had about probably close to like 100 different relationships in elementary school. I truly think I went through my whole phase in elementary school, and that's why I'm such like an innocent little saint now, because I got it all out then. I swear I had like a different boyfriend every week, dated the same guy like 700 different times. It was a great time in elementary school. But no, I don't think I've ever questioned my sexuality. I have been boy obsessed my entire life. So that's that. What are you most insecure about? So this one I actually answered on a podcast and possibly even my Instagram maybe, but that is my nose. My sister and I both have the exact same nose. We have this like bump on this side. It's like a bone sticking out, and we self-diagnose ourselves with a deviated septum, but it fits all the descriptions. But basically when I work out, specifically at Top Gun, because we don't have air and it's just super hot, and my deviated septum doesn't allow me to breathe through my nose easily. So whenever I'm at the gym, my face gets like beet red and I get a throbbing headache because I don't get enough oxygen to my brain. That mixed with, I just don't like the way that my nose looks, that makes it my biggest insecurity. And because my job is staring at myself in a camera, I do want to get it fixed. I want to get a nose job. I don't know when, but it is something that I want to do. I'd rather do that than like get a boob job or anything. Even though, fun fact, I got a DM yesterday from a guy saying, I know you're young, but have you thought about getting a boob job? No. I like my little itty bitties. I don't have to wear a bra. It's great. Sorry that you don't find it attractive, but I'm not here to please you. My nose, on the other hand, I don't like. So that was, I think, another question. I didn't screenshot it because I think I only got asked it once, but it was like, would you ever get like cosmetic surgery or anything? The only thing I would get, I think, would be a nose job. But like mainly for health reasons, because honestly terrifying what I look like in the gym once we start working out and stuff, because it's like unhealthily I get red and my head is like not okay. So love that. Why do you not drink alcohol? Okay, this is, sometimes I ask myself this. So my parents were the most like laid back, but also like they obviously instilled in us like not to drink at an underage at all. But like when I remember being like young and my dad would be like, here, you want to try my beer? And I guess maybe that was a good thing because I hated the taste then. So that was just instilled on me from such a young age. But I just hate the taste of alcohol. I hate it. And I don't have a desire to get drunk at all, to like force myself to drink something I don't like. So I just don't really drink it. I will have like legit maybe one drink to last me an entire like day. If like all my friends are drinking and like, it's not that I'm 22, I can legally drink and I'll like drink something that doesn't taste awful and literally drink it throughout the entire day, so it doesn't do anything to me. I've never been drunk, I don't like drinking, and that's pretty much it. I hate the taste of it. Have you ever smoked weed or vaped? No, not even a single time. I honestly hate it. I hate the smell of it. What's the point of vaping? Like unless you're doing it to weed off of a cigarette, like you're just getting yourself addicted to nicotine or whatever else. Not a fan, so the answer is no. Why specifically are you scared of men? First of all, do you not see the stories of what happens everywhere to young girls or like anything that goes on to the world? Because it's a very real thing. But I've had a personal experience with that I'm not ready to talk about yet. It involves the rest of my family as well, and it's something that's still unfortunately an ongoing process, and it's not completely done yet. Hopefully the ending is supposed to be in November if the world opens up again and all of that can get situated, and maybe when that's done and I'm home for that, maybe I'll have my whole family sit down and talk about it, because it is something I want to share my story. I want to be there for you guys that have also gone through it, and it's something that has shaped me into the person I am today. But it has unfortunately given me a huge fear of men. I am scared to go anywhere in public. I'm even like scared to go on dates without like super knowing the person, and we love that for me considering I have to put myself out there and go on dates. But yeah, men scare me. Sorry if you're a man out there, but do you use every product that you show in your sponsored videos like Gymshark? Yes, actually I do. I only take the sponsorships I use, and because of that, that's why I like to take the sponsorships that are more of like everyday items, like the vitamins, the shampoo and conditioner. Like you can walk in my shower right now, the only products in there are Function of Beauty. Curling wand, like workout clothes, obviously I'm gonna say yes to that. I basically live in workout clothes. I love Gymshark. I've spent my own money, quite a lot of money on their brand before they even work with me, so that was like an automatic yes. But I know a lot of my videos are sponsored, especially lately, but I'm so thankful for that because it's all products that I genuinely use. So it's been great. So yes, I turn a lot of sponsorships down if it's not something I use, but all the ones that you see in my videos, you can trust me, I promise. Like it's so funny because all my like real life friends know, and they constantly like ask about the products because they see me using them and everything. But yeah, you guys can trust me, I promise. Genuinely 100% I use the products that I have in my videos. And the last question we have for today, how much do you make doing YouTube videos? So I can't give you a concrete answer because it's completely different, but I'll kind of talk about how it's broken down. So there's two ways to make money on YouTube. One is through AdSense, and that is for the videos that play at the beginning or in between all of the videos. I get paid per view of that. It's like a very small amount per view. So that's like a monthly check that comes from YouTube. Obviously that differs month to month depending on how many views my videos get, depending on the certain ads that are in them, everything like that. Then the other way to get paid on YouTube is through sponsorships, and that is a much higher amount per month than my AdSense. And the amount I get per YouTube video for sponsorships is different from company to company, and whether they do just like a YouTube integration or whether it's a dedicated video, whether it's like bundled up with also like an Instagram post or some Instagram stories. So many different variations go in that I don't have like just a set price, or I can't just give you an answer. But I would say where I make the most money out of all my social medias would be my YouTube sponsorships. On that note, I'm gonna go play with my little cuddly little fluffy man right here, and we're just gonna end this video. So I enjoy these like chatty little get to know me a little bit better and open up more videos. Let me know if you wanted me to do more. I hope you enjoyed this one, learned a little bit more about me. So make sure to give it a big like, comment down below, subscribe, turn post notifications on, all that. He's so cute. And I'll see you in the next video.